they're just so heavy metal. I mean, they're you really kind of can't find anything that's more heavy metal than Accept, you know, with the exception of maybe Manowar or something.
Yeah, I think Fast as a Shark is the ultimate Accept song.
Yeah, that song and that whole album, and they were such great. Not only were they great at intensity, but they just wrote such cool songs, such catchy songs.
You know, Udo is just the whole German, the whole German thing that they do. It's like you hear that band, you could be a Christian that's never heard any rock music in your life, and you go, wow, that sounds German. That's what I love about that band.
That album, Restless and Wild, was the first Accept album I ever heard. And it was one of those deals where I went to Record Exchange, this little record store here in Austin back in the 80s. They had a heavy metal section that was, I think, 3 or 4 rows wide. But the neat thing was that it was every single heavy metal album in the world was in there, and that's all there was in 1984. You know, there were only so many heavy metal bands, and every single one of them were there. The easiest thing you could ever do is turn a record over and it said Megaforce on it. Well, you just go buy it. You didn't have to listen to it because it was going to be awesome. But I remember asking the store owner, "What do you recommend?" And he had a copy of Restless and Wild, and he said, "Here, you know, listen to this." And I remember hearing that intro for Fast as a Shark, and I wasn't even sure if I liked it. I was just like, this is the craziest thing I've ever heard. And I remember I took it home, and I immediately like met with this girl. I put it on, and before I put it on, I remember saying, yeah, I listened to like the first few songs, and I mean, it's so intense. I don't know if I like it or not. And you know, it had that music and that scream, and the music comes in. And she goes, "You're stupid. This is the most awesome thing I've ever heard." And it was like, yeah, you're right. I mean, I don't know why I was thinking about it so hard.
It's literally the fastest thing I've ever had to play.
Stuart and I were laughing, you know, Fast as a Shark seemed like it was so fast. And even, you know, back then, like, there was the Dickies, there was plenty of bands playing fast stuff, but for some reason, just playing that double bass, and now we listen to it, and it's like, I mean, it's not that it's slow, but it's like, by today's, like, heavy metal standards, man, it's like,
completely achievable.
Yeah, it's like, it's like groovy.
When I came in the studio to record that, and I heard how fast it was, I was like, wow, this is really something else.
Though that is another thing that's amusing about our version, is that it is faster, but you get used to a faster speed. So like when I hear our version now, because I've listened to it a million times while we're mixing it, it doesn't seem that fast. But now when you listen to the original, it is gonna...
It's kind of interesting that the speed of the IGNITOR version kind of surpasses where Accept's version begins, kind of, because if Fast as a Shark is any slower than what Accept's doing it's just a completely different song.
Took a lot of time to record that song. It's so fast. I literally had to go, you know, kind of section by section, and you know, I really wanted to get it that fast.
We tried to make it not a completely different song, but just kind of add the thrash element to it a little bit more. Because Accept is not really a thrash metal band, and they have, but they have a lot of, you know, fans of thrash music love Fast as a Shark.
And the intro that Stuart came up with, that crazy 50s children's song, that's just... it just makes me laugh every time I hear it. I think it's hilarious. You know, Stuart and I are alike, and I think everybody in the band is like-minded in this way. But you know, we all think that a major component of metal is that it be funny and crazy, and that intro nailed it.
It's all in good fun, and what the funniest part is the way it ends. Just because in respect to the original, it just ends.
The